Welcome back to TV5 News at 9. We are here with Kathy Kilborn from Tri-City Furniture for Design Time, talking about a very exciting topic, style. You know, a lot of furniture we see brown, beige, gray all over the place. So why is this something that's happening?
Well, mostly because of the imports. Again, it's much easier to just sew up a pillow with no extra detail, fill it with some Dacron, and call it good. When you do tailoring for design, it's very extensive in the hand labor to fill in the welts and actually sew it to contour to an arm style or this curved back style. So much more labor intensive.
You know, I feel like when I sit on a piece of furniture, I'm thinking about the comfort, and that's what I remember, and the style is pretty forgettable. You know, is that something that's pretty common?
It is, because most furniture is just brown.
Yeah.
So we've taken a basic brown chair here, and again, one of these fabrics that actually looks kind of like leather, but we've dressed it up by adding a printed seat cushion. And you would notice that, but if it was just a brown chair, you probably would just go, it's a brown chair, and not a big deal. But today, if you actually add some color and style, some trims, it really makes a difference in the look of the piece.
You know, I think a lot of people might think the solid colors are easier to put together, but it doesn't always make it look the best. So what is the trick for putting together a room?
Well, what you want to do is find a print that offers you some color, and that will be your anchor.
Okay.
And it's the thing that's going to hold it all together. So maybe we're going to use this chair over here, has a print with multiple colors. It's not a really large pattern, but it gives us enough design to make a statement. And then we can put a solid sofa with it. We can use solid pillows. We can add some interesting artwork. So the pattern is what kind of puts the inspiration to the room together and gives it a certain feel. When in the old days we had that print over all the whole sofa, it was a lot of print.
There's a lot of print.
so today putting it, and maybe we just do it on a seat cushion and throw pillows, and then add a throw or add some smaller accents with vases or small design frames on pictures. So there's a lot of ways to bring color and design in, but you have to do it. If everything is brown, it's going to be pretty boring.
It's just going to be everything's brown.
Yeah.
So these beautiful pieces that add a little more color, a little more interest, are they typically more expensive?
Actually, they're not.
Really?
So if you're buying a nice chair, you're going to pay a little more for wood trim. So some of those features, but if you like that chair, putting some different fabrics or two-toning is not really costing a lot more. Now, it will go off of the cost of the fabric. So some of the prints are a little bit more money than the solids because of manufacturing, but they make such an impact. And when you do it in a chair, the cost is very minimal.
That's true. All right, so you've convinced me not to have all brown or beige or gray rooms.
Yes, don't.
But where do I start? I'm not a designer like you.
Well, usually we try to get a palette that you want, and then we find a pattern. Some people love these new airy prints, and other people like, you may have a theme, like this one has more of a seascape, so you might want to have it at your cottage. But you pick that pattern, and once you know that, everything else is easy.
So you gotta have a starting spot.
You have to have that start. It's kind of like when you go to on vacation. You know, you kind of know where you're going. You don't just kind of flip a coin and go, well, let's turn here. You have to have a vision at the end to get to the right look when you have your room all together. But that first thing is what sets the stage.
I like it, and it'll look completely beautiful when you're all finished.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Kathy. And I remember now, not all brown, not all beige, not all gray. And thank you for watching this edition of Design Time.